Hey everybody, welcome to my cinema podcast called On Cinema. My name is Tim Heidecker. It's a podcast where we talk about different movies. Last week we talked about a movie called Trinity and Beyond, hosted by William Shatner, which was a documentary about nuclear war. And this week, because of Netflix, sorry, my guest is Gregg Turkington. Gregg, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks. Glad to be here. Not a big fan of today's film, but
Okay.
you know,
there's two movies actually.
Different
so
opinions
here's what
to
happens.
Make a podcast, so.
Yes. So what happened is I watched this movie on Netflix Instant, and the cool thing about Netflix Instant is
Which I don't have, so I'm kind of at a handicap here.
well, you can. It's so easy to sign up. I could show you in 2 minutes, but we're not going to do that now. So what happens is after you see a movie on Netflix Demand, you immediately are given recommendations. So, for example, if you had seen
Kramer versus Kramer,
it might recommend Tootsie, or it might recommend another Dustin Hoffman movie, or another movie like Kramer versus Kramer, like. What's a movie about divorce?
Oh boy.
Anyways, you understand what I'm saying. So at the end of Trinity and Beyond, it recommended two movies. One was Atomic Cafe.
Ordinary People.
Yes. Anyways, the movie after Trinity recommended me. The Netflix after I watched Trinity said you would like this movie called Atomic Cafe. And I thought I heard of it. I thought I'd seen that movie before because there was a movie called Baghdad Cafe, if you remember that.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so that wasn't that, but then it recommended even another movie called Radio Bikini. So I watched those both, and I was going to say that these movies
aren't really movies, though. This is
they definitely are movies. They're just documentaries. They're not traditional.
Well, I mean,
this isn't becoming a documentary review channel.
Well, yeah, it kind of is.
But
because these aren't really. They didn't play in theaters. It's just on Netflix, which not everybody has, and they're not really movies. They're just somebody's opinion, and it's
okay.
Not...
Well, we'll get back to regular programming next week. What I wanted to just say is that these movies touched me and upset me in a way that was very moving. And if you haven't seen them, all I'm doing is trying to get people to watch these cool movies. And
they're
sorry
to
say,
not really cool.
Well,
movies.
they're cool in the sense that that makes you upset, and I start, I have very bad dreams after.
A cool movie is something like Drive or something like that. Mm-hmm. That's a cool movie. These are just.
Yeah, but let me make this point. How come after watching Atomic Cafe and Radio Bikini, I had 2 nights worth of nightmares. So even if I watch something like Freddy got the Freddy movies or whatever, that's
because you ate too much before dinner, too much pizza.
These were specific about nuclear war. Rolls. These dreams were about nuclear war. So yeah, even if I have hold on, let me finish my thought. Even if I watch the biggest horror movie, I've never had those kind of nightmares.
Yeah, but it's a lot of times if you eat too much, if you eat a lot of junk before bed, you'll have nightmares. It has nothing to do with a movie.
Okay. Well, regardless, check these movies out. It's more about nuclear war.
Don't bother. Don't bother.
The bikini one, you're thinking is probably some kind of sex movie, but it's actually about the islands were called Bikini, and they tested nuclear war. That was terrible. A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah. Well, anyways, if we could do How to Stuff a Wild Bikini with Frankie Avalon, any film buffs listening know what I'm talking about, and that was a good movie.
Okay, well, let's just separate but equal. The documentaries are movies too, and we should be respecting them.
They're movies if they play in theaters. But
they did play in theaters.
No,
check it out.
No, they did not. So.
All right, well, you have no proof that they didn't. So thank you very much for listening and check out these
movies,
and we're not going to argue about this anymore.
I have a lot of old newspapers, and I've never